good time to get your financial house in order. And to help us do that, financial expert and Chicago native, Lynn Richardson. Always good seeing you, Lynn.
Hey, Chicago, Chi-Town, absolutely, always.
Yes, so happy New Year, and we hope the year is going to get better. But this is really the time. People look at weight, right, and then they look at their finances. It's kind of the thing that you do in January. And you're saying that there's some old school saving and spending things that got to go. Give us those.
Yeah, this is the time where everybody is trying to get their weight and their wallet in control, and so their waistline as well. So this is the time to kind of re-look at the old things and not do them. One of the old ways of building your financial fortune is to have at least 3 months of living expenses. That is no longer recommended. You need at least 6 months of living expenses, and my recommendation is that you aim for 1 year of living expenses. And particularly during a time like this and in a pandemic, when everybody's staying home, there's an opportunity to save more money. The other thing is to, one of the things they used to say was to put your retirement money into bonds. Absolutely not. You need to earn money in your retirement fund faster than inflation. So you want to have a diversified portfolio. You want to consider some stocks. You want to consider some large cap, small cap, mid cap, and even a global fund. And so you want to take a look at those stocks, and you want to take a look at those funds and find the ones that have outperformed the S&P 500 for the past 10 years or more. The third thing that people are recommending is that everyone should invest in their primary residence. And that's not necessarily the case. In high-cost areas like New York and California, and even some high-cost areas in the Midwest, it may not be best to invest in your primary residence. It may be best to purchase a second home. It may be best to purchase an investment property, but you definitely want to take a look at the times now before following all of the old financial rules.
I want to go back to this issue of once it was 3 months, we were looking at 6 months. Now you're asking for people to have at least a year in reserve. Where do you find that if you have stocks and bonds and things like that?
Well, you have to find it in every single penny that you have available. This is a great time of year because we're starting anew. So it's a great time to start to track every single penny. I mean every single penny. Some say money talks, but I say money walks away from you quietly, and you don't know where it went. And we are very accustomed to saying, it's just $10. It's just $12. It's just $100. Well, if you add up all of your it's justs, I bet you'd find your wealth there. So you want to take advantage of every single penny you could find. If you are not using your gym membership, if you're not using some of your subscriptions, you want to take those funds and divert them to your savings and your retirement plan. And then with your retirement plan, you want to be very active. You want to take a look at the stock market. You want to understand which stocks are going up, which ones are going down. If it's time to reallocate some of your cash out of your stocks and into your bonds, but keeping a balanced portfolio. So I think everybody can get there if they try, and not to mention side hustles. Everybody needs more than one stream of income. As a matter of fact, one stream of income is hazardous to your wealth. You cannot survive today with just one stream of income. So any side hustle, babysitting, snow blowing, lawn mowing, Uber driving, whatever it is that you can do. And then you want to take a look at your gifts and your skills and your talents and figure out where can you start another side hustle or another home-based business, because guess what? You'll also save on taxes when you have a home-based business. When you drive your car for business, it's a tax write-off. When you go out to eat a dinner or lunch for business, it's a tax write-off. You can hire your kids in your business and get a $12,400 tax write-off for each child. So you want to take a look at all those ways to get those extra dollars that are right there hanging around in front of you.
All right, Lynn, let's talk about the stimulus check, because a lot of people have already received the latest check, $600. We know there's a lot of people hurting right now, and they would love to have a year's salary put away. They just don't. So with this stimulus check, what do you do first to try to stay above water?
Well, right now is not the time to try to be a financial hero. I've heard cases where people will get their stimulus check or their unemployment check, they'll pay their rent, and then they have absolutely no money left. So now is the time to negotiate with your creditors, starting with your landlord, starting with your mortgage company. Go down the list, write each creditor, call them, ask for the person's name, ask for their representative number, and make sure you write every single question and the answer. And then tell them to put the notes in your record. And you want to ask for the maximum extension of time to pay. If it's 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, whatever it is you want to take it. After you go through that list and you get permission to not pay your bill without any negative impact to your credit report, then you want to pay the required things. You want to, of course, take care of food. You want to take care of utilities. You want to take care of the roof over your head. But you really want to focus on Maslow's hierarchy of needs, the very basic minimum, and then go from there.
Is this a good time to take out loans, refinance your house, or other kinds of loans, business loans?
This is absolutely a great time to refinance your house. Interest rates are at an all-time low. And what a lot of people don't realize is when you refinance, you get to skip one or possibly two mortgage payments. So if your mortgage payment is $1,500 a month, there's $3,000 right back in your pocket that you can put right into your emergency fund, and then you're getting closer to that 6 months to a year. If it's a different kind of a loan, you want to be careful. Right now, today, the PPP, the Paycheck Protection Program, and the EIDL funding has been opened up by the Small Business Association. So I encourage all business owners to go to sba.gov, check with your local government and your local county for any kind of business funding, because business funding is good. It can increase your capital. You can get more inventory at a lower price and keep your profit. So you want to be very strategic when it comes to getting loans. I do not recommend payday loans. I do not recommend high interest rate predatory lending, but getting a loan could be a way to expand your business right now so you can increase your profit later.
Right. What about taking a loan against your 401k?
A loan against your 401k is a good idea only if it's absolutely necessary. Don't let the roof fall in. Don't let yourself go completely under, but it should be a last resort. And if you're going to take a loan and you absolutely need it, a 401k may be the best place to go because you're going to pay yourself back, and you're going to pay yourself back with interest. So you want to keep that there. I do not recommend going into your 401k to buy a home. I do not recommend going into your 401k to expand a business. I only recommend borrowing from your 401k if it's absolutely positively necessary.
Very, very good information, Lynn. Thank you so much. A lot to digest there, Ro.
Yeah, absolutely there is. I'm not sure I'm actually doing all the things she's asking us to do. So that was great advice. And thanks for being with us. And for more information and tips from Lynn, head to her website, asklynn.org. Up next.